Hello my friends, today I decided to make something out of wood. It will be American walnut. I have long wanted to make end grain cutting board for my home. This cutting board will be with a picture from one of my favorite movies. But it's not just decoration, as this board will have to serve a long time for its direct purpose. It will have to withstand the daily work with a knife or may even be the axe for meat sometimes. So first I have to resaw my walnut along the board and get blocks of wood. I am using my homemade table saw for cutting. It's a pretty convenient tool for my small workshop. This is my Festool small plane in the box. I use it quite rare, but I like it very much. It's HL850 model with carbide spiral blades. Usually people use it by hand, but in my case it serves me instead of big planer. So let's start to glue together my blocks. I need to make some preparations. I don't have special place for gluing and have to use one workbench for everything. This time I'm using PVA glue of Italian production Calanti Concorde. It's a very good glue, the best one what I tried. I don't have huge powerful clamps for such kind of work. I almost never do it. Try to use small clamps. I have just two of them, but if you make really straight workpieces, there is no need to press them too much. Here I am removing excessive glue to make drying shorter. I don't need unnecessary water on this stage, so it will dry faster. Let's look how much water here. Next step it's inlay workpiece making. Here I will use beechwood to make it contrasting with my walnut base. You can notice I am using my square here and for almost any work what I need to do since I made it. Now I have to resaw these beechwood strips by my Capex miter saw. The thickness of these strips is too small. Next time I'll make them I think twice thicker. Thick strips make work easier, especially if you don't adapt it for this work like me. But this time I managed to use these thin sticks. Then I need to mix my wooden pattern. I flipped every second stick face down and then turned their rear ends up to me. And now I need to turn them by side to cover by glue. I am using these small clamps to hold them together until covering. I need to spread glue and do it with this rubber putty knife. It's more convenient for me than brush, but it's not especially important how you do it. You just have to do it quickly. I have to align them with these sticks and then press them by small clamps. And this time I also don't use too much pressure. Then I need to add more clamps. As you can see, we don't have any distortions here. So now we can start CNC processing. I'll use my CNC router for flattening of surface of my board. It's a 30mm wide end mill works now. After flattening operation I have to trim sides of the board. I will do it with my table saw. The cross slide of my saw is very convenient for this. Checking of the angle with my big tri-square. Next operation is a resawing across wood grain. This time I have to get blocks with transverse pattern. I am mixing the pattern again here. I need to find some cheap and convenient way to keep my board on the work table but I don't need that some parts was sticking out above level of the top. That's why I sewed up these corner cubes. The hot glue is one of my favorite way to keep something in place temporary and not too strong. I think you can make sure that it's not a bad idea. I need to glue all 4 pieces of my corner cubes and drill them. The workpiece is not absolutely flat and I'm using these wedges. In this way I tried to add some thickness for my not enough thick wooden plate. I can start to make inlay. I'm using rock end mill first and then we carving tapered bit for final pass. This tapered mill has 3-degree angle. The top side of inlay is ready and I can start to make base. I've decided to divide plate to pieces to check size of letters. The size is okay and I can continue to press letters in place. No need too much glue here, but you have to cover both sides. I've decided to add some pressure in the middle. When my work is dried out, I can trim unnecessary top side. This time I'm using 20mm flat bit to cut it out. I've decided to make wooden legs for my board. I don't want any metal parts here at all. I'm using very hard and close-grained pear wood for them. I have to use my table saw again for final trimming. My cross slide helps me again and again. I am using my tri-square to draw places for legs. I forgot where lies my Incra rulers since I have this square. So my project is finished, now I have cutting board what I need and now I need to get some rest. Check out other of my videos and subscribe G+ page. See you next time.